¿Qué tal, mi gente? Estamos de vuelta con The Witcher 3 100 Complete Edition, The Road to Platinum. Vamos a continuar donde lo dejamos en el capítulo anterior, en el cual nos infiltramos en una fiesta de artistas y vainas y todo eso. Y encontramos pistas sobre quién está blackmailing Deathlaf. Hablamos con Deathlaf, hablamos con Regis, que eso fue una sorpresa que ellos llegaran a la fiesta. Bueno, a la casa donde era la fiesta. Y bueno, lo último que quedó fue que se actualizaron varias cosas de aquí, ahora que me acuerdo. No, aquí no era. Tutoriales tampoco. Aquí. ¿Este quién es? Este no lo había visto. Boot Black. The young Boot Black, whose name Geralt never learned, was an extremely charming scamp. In that cheeky, lovable rascal, street urchin sort of way, he also demonstrated striking entrepreneurial flair. So much so, in fact, that it got him into trouble at times. Geralt saved him from one such scrape by fending off a group of men intent on giving him a thorough tanning. The book Black had done his share to deserve this, having spilled his waste water in front of their shop every day in an attempt to muddy more boots and drive more customers his way. Okay, esta es la nueva Oriana. During the soiree organized by the Mandragora, Geralt met Oriana, a valued patroness to many local artists. There was something about this woman that made most who met her feel somehow ill at ease. She could not break the witch's iron-hard self-composure, of course, but she did give him the impression she was not normal aristocrat, and his impressions were usually spot on. Sylvia Anna, a lovely name, don't you think? This beauty should come as no surprise, given it's the name of the daughter of a duke and the sister of a duchess. Yet the fair Sienna, as her intimates call her, Mad was not as beautiful as might have been suspected for one so well born, though, as it turns out, she had in truth been born rather inopportunely. She came into this world during an eclipse, and thus fell victim to the panic surrounding the curse of the Black Sun, which was said to affect young girls from ruling families' birth in similar circumstances. Though Geralt has serious doubts whether this curse truly existed, many claim it caused horrible mutations which fill its victim with cruelty and a desire to kill. Sienna's parents certainly seem to be among the believers in the curse, for they deem her too dangerous to be allowed to remain a Kurd, and force her into exile. Sienna then fled to Nessa, and soon, for all intents and purposes, drop off the face of the planet. Lo otro era Regis and Deathlaf. Okay, when Geralt went to Oriana's residence with the Duchess, he was certain Deathlaf was somewhere far away, safe in Regis' care. He was wronged as he found out while watching both vampires stroll into the room. His surprise quickly turned into irritation. In the conversation which followed, the Duchess had no idea she was talking to the murderer she so wished to have slain. In fact, the beast of Beauclair even came off as charming. Afterwards, Geralt set off for Duntine, but not before first extracting a promise from Regis to keep Deathlaf at a safe distance this time. Emil Regis Rohele Excessive Godfrey. Holy shit! ¿A qué hora pasó esto? Geralt and Regis decided that an aid was needed to find Deathlaf. A certain partial color resonance to brew it. Regis needed some bodily tissue from the object of the pursuit. Luckily, Geralt had early found this member hand belonging to the murder. Another ingredient needed to brew resonance was saliva, or salivary glands from a spotted white. Having discovered that one such creature resided, Nearby, Regis sent the witches to hunt it down. Wait. ¿A qué hora salió tanto? Creo que es el más largo de todos. Geralt encounter with the White left him with the ingredient Regis needed to brew resonance. Once he delivered, however, he learned there was still one thing missing, the blood of a higher vampire. Geralt thought this would prove no trouble until Regis explained only the blood of a vampire in a highly aggravated state will do. They thus would need to invoke maddening blood loss in Regis, who had abstained from that vampiric bite for years. Regis brought Geralt to Teshamukna. This green place has been used by vampires ages ago to raise humans like cattle. Geralt later said even in the air in that place smelled of pain and fear. Regis could not vouch for how he would handle the upcoming ordeal, and had Geralt locked him in a hanging cage, from which he was to watch as Geralt butchered. Having placed bait to lure a monster, Geralt began his slaughter. Blood flowed at Teshamukna once again, and Regis nearly went mad with desire. In the end, the two friends came to possess the blood of a higher vampire in a state of aroused fury. Geralt invited the resonance potion Regis has prepared, allowing him to see a fragment of the day Deathlord had committed his most recent murder. The trail led the friends to the shorter up toy shop where Deathlord had been staying. Sadly, our heroes did not find Deathlord at home. They did not leave empty-handed, however. After searching the shop, Geralt found a letter which revealed Deathlord was being blackmailed. The blackmailers had kidnapped his lover, Renawet, and threatened to torture her if he did not do as they said. Thus Deathlord had killed the targets they designated. After a short consultation, Geralt and Regis decided to split up. Regis was to wait for Deathlord, while Geralt would go to Anna and Henrietta and report on the investigation progress. In their pursuit of the blackmailers, Geralt and Anna and Henrietta found themselves at a private residence used for meetings of the Mandragora, an exclusive club for the Boheme of Toussaint. The residence owner turned out to be a woman named Oriana. To the Witcher's great displeasure, later that evening they were joined by Regis in the company of Deathlord. In the conversation that ensued, Geralt gathered Regis and Oriana were old friends. The entire conversation had a rather surreal nature, seeing as how the Duchess had no idea she was speaking to the dreaded beast himself. Its key outcome was the conclusion that the blackmailers were holding Deathlord's lover at a place known as Downtime. Geralt pulled Regis aside and they conferred briefly. Geralt was firmly against revealing this information to Deathlord. To his thinking, this could lead to serious trouble. I must say, I agree with the Witcher reasoning when a higher vampire loses his self-control, trouble always ensues. Bloody trouble. Vale, this is it. Vale, vamos. Bastantes minutos leyendo, demasiados diría yo. Así que vámonos. Contra Cross Melt. Vale, entonces debemos ir hacia abajo. Excuse me. Vale. Vale. You're nearing a turning point in the story. After this, you will no longer be able to finish certain sideways. Save your game before continuing. Oh, holy shit. Porque yo siento que me falta una misión secundaria. Mínimo me falta una. Pero nunca me salió. Siento que nunca me salió. Espérate ahí. Vamos a intentarlo. O sea, ya se viene el final, vaya. El desenlace de la historia. Yo diría que era por allí. No recuerdo. Que siento que debería estar por aquí una misión. Por aquí no es. Por aquí no, por aquí. Aquí está, por fin, joder. Verdad.
That hair, the scar, the frown, it's all perfect.
Something you actually want from me? Or are you just gonna go on gushing about my attributes?
I admire, good sir, admire and desire. Such a threat in the eyes, oh, so manly.
If you're trying to get me to meet with you some evening, afraid you're just wasting your time.
An evening? Impossible. I shall require the soft light of mid-afternoon for this portrait.
Portrait?
Indeed, yours, en face, actual size, with the finest Vista Toussaint Fords behind you. Pose for me. You must. Naturally, I shall pay the compensation to you for your modeling services.
Okay, fine.
Don't see why not, as long as it doesn't take long.
It shan't, never worry. We've but a short distance to journey into the hills outside of town.
Okay.
A perfect landscape perfectly to frame your perfect physiognomy.
Let's go then.
I need only fetch my easel and palettes from my studio. We shall meet at noon at the western gate, near the palace. From where we'll venture forth together.
Sabía que me faltaba esa misión. No sé por qué nunca me había salido. A portrait of the Witcher as an ornament. Let's go. Dun, 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 dun. Perdón. Tan, 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 tarana. Está lejos. Vale. ¿Dónde voy? No me he quitado la ropa. Sí. Por aquí. Buckler Palettes. Vale. Si quiero que sea cortico, ya que el de ayer no fue corto para nada. Hello, sir. Painter. What is your name, sir?
The light is inopportune at the moment. Could you return around noon?
Ah, ok. Noon. Vale, meditation. Tiene rato sin meditar, to be honest.
I'm here.
Let us go. We should arrive in time to have the best light of the day. The chiaroscuro we shall capture. Just glorious.
Try to waste it.
Let's go. The things I do for art.
We had best ride then. We'll arrive faster and less fatigued.
Okay. Roach.
A work of mine, turtle dove o'er the heath, hangs in the ducal palace.
So does a cockatrice I cut down once. It's stuffed, maybe even with heather.
I once had a cockatrice feather brush. Best thing for laying down tempera. I no longer have it, sadly. My blasted cat swiped it.
Why would a cat want a brush?
To paint with, of course. And it was no common brush. Fantastic, as I said, and fantastically expensive.
Hang on. Got a cat that paints?
If you care to call it that. He merely copies the works of his betters, and poorly at that.
Your cat?
Yes. Pierre Auguste Moustachois. It's no surprise you've not heard of him. He's a second-rate hack and a thief. We'll continue on foot.
Okay. Dun, 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 dun.
Ladies, gentlemen, my lieges, forgive me for being forward, but have you perchance seen a set of paints and brushes nearby?
Eugenie, I believe this peasant wants something from us.
My paints, my brushes, I had prepared them. They were here.
We've not seen any journeyman's tools, my good man. Of that I assure you.
There a problem?
Yes, an immense one. I cannot possibly paint without my paints. I'm done for. Unless you would be kind enough to locate them?
Yeah.
Wouldn't happen to have another set with you?
Nope.
And, nothing you could use instead?
My word. Would you really have me scrawl with charcoal like an animal?
Damn it. Sure you left them here?
Yes, right there. I'd prepared everything. Set it out. Ordered and organized.
Might have toppled downhill or something. Fine. I'll take a look around.
I think it is life that imitates art, and not vice versa.
Right you are.
Spilled paint. Reeks to high heavens of turpentine.
Oh yes, that nose. He actually had an age enlarge it after he saw that the Red Courage play. And now he's begun courting his cousin.
Footprints. Smudged.
Ok. Pues ya son las 1 de la tarde, mate. ¿Cuál es el mejor lining que tú quieres? Vale. Oh, pero se movió bastante, ¿no? Joder. Vale. Espérate, que hay una pista.
Got paint drops here too.
Vale. Sigamos. Vale, por aquí. Por aquí. ¿Y esto? Ah.
Footprints. Smudged.
¿Un troll o qué? ¿Un necker? No creo que haya sido un humano, ¿no? En el que hay otra
Got
pista.
paint drops here too.
Vale.
Neckers.
Beat.
Like they made off with paints. Question.
Oh, vale, el set. Vale, se me olvidó el set. Se me olvidó el set. Vale. Vamos. Basta. Queda uno. Vale. Bien ahí. Digo, la. Vale.
Empty container. Painter can't use this.
Vale. Este sí, ¿no?
Paints. Don't look ruined. Painter should still be able to use them.
Vale, vamos. Y ahora sí me voy a cambiar el set. Vamos. Oye, no. Vale. No, cuidado. No pensé que me había alejado más. Estamos ahí mismo.
Found your things.
Splendid. Where were they? And... is this all you found? I left so much more.
Should have
Yeah,
kept it all with you, not left it lying around. Followed some paint tracks to a necker lair. Seems the beast's made off with your supplies. Used it to paint a fresco on one of the cave walls. Looked something like a battle scene to me.
Impossible. They splashed paint on the wall in a rage. Unimportant. In any case, it's a good thing you found the basic colors. Shall we? While waiting, I spied a superior spot.
Okay. Let's go. Vamos a coger el caballo. Sí.
We have had fantastic luck
Uy, cuidado.
The light is perfect, absolutely perfect.
Me equivoco de botón.
It's gonna take long.
A mere 6 hours. The sun
joda.
won't allow us to work any longer than that. Oh, but the time will fly by. We'll chat, swap tales.
Better yet, let me down a potion. Time will definitely fly by in a state of lethargy. No need to swap tails.
No, no, no. Your expression, your posture, they must be just so. You must
Dude.
look alive with fire in your gaze. Lethargy is out of the question.
You just want to spend time with
Come
me.
on, give it some thought. You could title the painting, A Witcher Lying Senselessly on the Heath.
You jest. A jesting witcher.
Pero hayas aprendido la lección, men. No dejes por ahí tus vainas. Fuéramos ahorrado tiempo. Vale, llegamos.
This the place?
Yes. Just look at the view. Breathtaking. The perfect background for our masterpiece.
Oh,
Pretty, I guess.
Now, you must carefully consider in what pose you wish to be immortalized.
All right. Considering.
which one? Sometime later.
All is ready. We may begin. Have you decided on the pose you'd like to adopt?
Heroic on horseback, reclining. Heroic.
Maybe I could just stand, sword in hand.
Ah, splendid! A heroic pose, of course. The bold warrior, his sword held aloft, ready to run at the, well, that willow over there. I will paint in a griffin later. Shall I begin? Or would you prefer to adopt another pose?
Got it.
Go ahead.
Now, be so kind as to adopt that look you gave me when I first asked you to work. That intense scowl of an angry wild ram about to butt heads. Yes, excellent. Now, hold that. Do not budge.
Vale. A few hours later.
This gonna take much longer?
Not much at all.
Se meten los subtítulos.
Out of daylight soon. Please, keep your head still, in the same position.
Fine, I'll try. I'll also try to remember to never trust a painter again.
Griffin!
Yeah, I know. You'll paint one in later.
Gods! A griffin!
Run and hide.
Dearest mommy!
Ya, perdiste el Griffin. You are lost. There you go. I am powerful.
Is it safe?
Yep.
Yeah, come on out. And no wonder no one ever came here. It was a griffin's hunting ground.
Oh, that thing scared me to death.
Not quite to death. You are alive. Not least because you chose a witcher to sit for you. How's the painting? It survived too?
It did. But I cannot show it to you now. I never display unfinished work.
Okay.
You can see it tomorrow, after midday, where we met. I shall display it in the market square.
Can I buy it?
Monstrous beast. Shall we immortalize it in the painting?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's add it. Carcass can serve as your prop.
Splendid. Interesting color palette. And the textures and the proportions. It will do. Yes, it will do. But I shall paint it in later, in my atelier. There's an excellent illustration in the Encyclopedia Maxima Mundi. I fear this specimen is too far cut and chopped. Ah, very well. That will do for now. I shall polish the details later. No point struggling on in this fading light. Ah, I almost forgot. Payment for your troubles.
Thank you.
And I thank you for saving my life. Though, in doing so, you did also save your likeness. For posterity.
Okay. Griffith Trophy. Vale. Ahí. Hay otro punto como más. Oh, que está interesante. Esta está muy interesante. Vale. Oh, esta me gustó full. Vale, vamos. On the rock. ¿Hay por aquí? Vale. ¿Qué pasa? Vale, tú... Diría que el más cercano es aquí, ¿no? Vale, vamos. ¿Cómo llego ahí? Vale, pero easy. Por aquí.
I do what they pay me to do. That's it, Roach.
Excuse me.
Watch it.
Attenzione. Sono in fretta. Vale, vamos. Pam, 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 pam. Creo que dijo al día siguiente, no tengo que esperar Wait, 1 day.
Eat, drink.
Vale, 1 day. Enough? No. Vale, not enough. Enough? Yes. Vale, vamos. Excuse me, excuse me, excuse me, excuse me, excuse me.
I stock the larder of the Duchessa herself.
Oh my.
Taca, 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 taca. What the fuck? What the hell?
Greetings.
Geralt, there you are. So, our painting. Are you pleased? Is it to your liking? Do tell.
Don't know. Not quite what I expected. I didn't expect that.
Not exactly what I imagined. I believe I posed with all my clothes on. Clearly remember that, in fact. Some other details are off, too.
Invalid as a criticism. I depicted you in a more flattering state. The painting has drawn crowds, aroused a great deal of interest.
Can see that. Anyway, some advice for the future. Warn your subjects about your intentions. Your next model might not be so forgiving.
You don't like it. I'm hurt. Perhaps you'd care to buy the painting.
Yes, please.
Given our rapport, I shall take a loss. For you, I'll part with it, I will, at a special price.
Yeah.
Why not? It'll make an interesting memento. Though I'd hardly call the price a bargain.
Indeed. Few have the sophistication to appreciate my technique. I sometimes go hungry as a consequence.
Right. At least this way I'll be able to control who sees it. Thanks.
Portrait of Geralt. Ya lo llevamos para Corvo Bianco. Let's go. Vale. A ver, está cerca. Vale. Transfer to vale. Taca, 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 taca. Hello. ¿Dónde puedo poner una pintura aquí? Aquí. Geralt. Y vamos a dejar cosas. ¿Esto cuál es? To San Ducal Gosman Steel Sword. Esto se va de vendida. Esto sí. Esto también. Esto también. Pero aquí esta no sé. Esta no fue la que me gané en el torneo. Creo que sí. Blade. Bueno, vamos a guardar esto. Las demás se van. ¿Qué más podría guardar? Más nada, los trofeos. No, este es el que más me gusta, cabrón. No me puedo quitar el otro. Vale. Espérate, espérate, quítate el trofeo. Hay que ponerte este. Y vamos a guardar otro de grifo. Vale. Acá. Vale. Bueno, mi gente, lo vamos a dejar aquí por hoy. Continuamos ya mañana con la historia. Ya vemos que después va a ser todo historia. No sé si terminar primero. ¿Cómo es que se llama? Hearthstones. O bueno, es que yo sé que todavía falta bastante de Blood and Wine. La verdad es que viene todo enseguida. O sea, todavía falta. Pero no te van a dejar hacer más nada. Así que mi gente, lo dejamos aquí por hoy. Continuamos la próxima. Gracias por todo. Chao, chao.